Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
Larry, James Spiegel wrote an interesting book called The Making of an Atheist, and I know that you've interacted with plenty of them. When it comes to a person embracing atheism that once was a Christian, what contributes to the making of an atheist in your opinion?
Well, of course, there's a lot of differences from one individual to another, but we do find in my own interaction that there are certain general qualities, traits that begin to emerge. First of all, we find that their fathers were spiritually disengaged. Secondly, we find that many of them come from church backgrounds, but just simply weren't stimulated by the teaching in their church. Thirdly, I have discovered that most of them, the people that they respected most were the pastors, were the teachers who took the Bible seriously. Now think of that. Atheists who appreciated people who really believed it. They weren't interested in those people who seemed to be there and were not particularly interested. Finally, I find that many of them didn't have their questions taken very seriously. Now this to me is one that's particularly disheartening, because it says to me that the teaching that they encountered was from people who either lacked those gifts or maybe didn't know their Bibles particularly well, because there's so much that Scripture has to say to an unbeliever to stimulate their hearts and their minds, their imaginations, and to think that they weren't touched by that, but instead were touched by an unbelieving teacher. These are the things that we discover. So I think that we as Christians have an awful lot to do if we're to recapture this generation of young people.